Hello ladies and welcome to my full glutes and hamstrings workout. I unfortunately am a girl who really doesn't like training glutes, and it's not because I don't want a dump truck, I absolutely do, but I want to pass out and cry every single time I train glutes, so this is the session I'm working with at the minute. I always start with hip thrusts because it gets my glutes fired up, and obviously it's a compound movement and it's the heaviest movement I do. Now, I do mobility exercises to warm up, but I didn't actually film that, but like leg swings, 90-90, hip stretch, things like that. And then I warm up with a band just to fire up those glutes ready for the weight to be added. Now girls, in the past I've been able to hip thrust 150 to 160 kilos, okay? And that is just not it for me. I hate it. I hate hip thrust. I hate hip thrusting heavy. I just really struggle with it. It hurts my lower back. Well, it used to because my form was shit. But now I've decided to strip the weight all the way back. So I hip thrust 60 kilos for about 12 to 15 reps to begin with. And then I think I went up to 90 kilos. So I think I added 15 extra aside. The thing with hip thrusts is obviously people say you need to load weight on it and things like that. But you can get really good feeling from it by doing a lighter weight. And I'm not going to lie, my glutes have size, they just don't have shape. That's the annoying thing about me. They have size, the size is there, and maybe that was from me hip thrusting heavy weight way back when. But recently, I just want the shape, and I need the upper glutes to round. Can we please take a moment to appreciate my quads? Because look, when I go down, look, you can see quads. That's shocking to me. I would also like to add that I filmed all of this about a month ago, and I just haven't edited it because I'm lazy. But I was on my period at the time of this, so I was angry and crying and I had cramps and I was lightheaded and dizzy. But the thing is, I'm like that every single time I train glutes, regardless of my period, so who am I kidding? I'm just full of excuses. And to completely back up what I just said, I rolled the weight off me and then sat like this, probably for about 10 minutes, I'm not going to lie. My heart rate was through the roof. I managed to get a cheeky video of my glutes and they look alright. But again, where is the fucking upper glute? Where is it? I can't see it. Can you find it for me? Because it's not there, mate. Look at my calves, though. Yeah, I learnt to flex my calves. Basically, a month after this video was filmed, I've now decided to take up running because my heart rate is extortionately high and I don't like it. I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. It is very uncomfortable and that is not good. I'm 21 years old. Get a grip. Anyway, moving on, we've got Bulgarian split squats. Back in the day, I used to have probably about 20 kilos aside in each hand and Bulgarian split squat, but recently these days, again, probably because of my heart, I can't actually take on that much. So I think I've got 12 kilos on one hand and I'm doing the Bulgarian split squats. However, my form is better because of this. Now, as cruel as Bulgarian split squats are, they do really feel good in the glutes. I hate them. I never program them for myself, but I should because they are really good for the glutes while also working the quads as well, which is great. I then sat down between each set for about another half an hour, clicking my back and thinking, why on earth am I here right now? Why can't I be eating McDonald's like other people and going out drinking? Why am I here? But 1 year of working on my mid-physique has told me that I've got to be there every day. I've got to keep showing up. So that's what I did. I powered through. I got up and I did the other leg. With everything, I usually do about 3 sets of 12. I don't go to failure. I should go to failure. I go to failure on all my upper body exercises, but on lower body, I cry before I reach failure, and that is just the sad reality. In case anyone is wondering, my shorts are from Amazon. You may not be wondering that, but I'm going to tell you anyway. They're from Amazon, they're cheap as chips, and they do the job. I would say good mornings are probably my favourite glute exercise. I feel it in my glutes really nicely, better than any other exercise I do. I really enjoy good mornings, and I've put a band around my legs just to feel it a little bit extra. I usually put on about 10 kilos aside, and stick my bum as far out as I possibly can. There was a time when I used to do good mornings that I got really bad back pain, and I think it's because I was hip thrusting really just dodgily. Doing a dodgy hip thrust with all that weight and then going on to good mornings, I couldn't do it, which is why I've stripped back the hip thrusts, and it means I can work on my good mornings even more because I feel them greatly in my glutes. With this exercise, I usually do 12 to 15 reps. I can squeeze out a few more. And since filming this video, I have actually tried B stance good mornings, and they feel great. It's basically a B stance RDL, but the weight's on your back, which is easier for me. I prefer it. I don't need to use my core as much because my core is weak as shit, and I don't have to work on my grip strength because I get cramp in my hands when I hold dumbbells. Really annoying. But yeah, just keep pushing on with your good mornings. I genuinely really enjoy them. And they give me a bit of a chance to cool down after breathing heavily and nearly having a heart attack. As you can see after this set, I do have a little pump, which is nice. It's nice to see a glute pump in the gym, regardless of whether it's your lower glutes or upper glutes. For me, it's my lower glutes. But yes, very nice. Moving on to the one exercise that actually I do feel in my upper glutes, and every time I do it, I feel it a little bit more, and I might adjust the way I do it. It is cable kickbacks. Now, I either step over the cable and kick back like I'm doing in this video, or I do a kind of donkey kickback superset. So recently I've been doing 10 to 12 donkey kicks and then stepping over the cable and doing the glute medius kickbacks like this as well. I think with a superset I do target it a little bit more. I used to do drop sets and that was great, but the superset worked a bit better. Let's not forget about them hamstrings. We've got the lay-in hamstring curl. I am so grateful to have this machine because my old gym didn't have it, and it had a seated hamstring curl which was just wank. Doing a lay-in hamstring curl is literally like doing a bicep curl, which your hamstring is called your bicep femoris, so it's very similar. Like, the way you feel your bicep in a bicep curl is the way I feel my hamstrings in a lay-in hamstring curl. It's so good. It's such a nice contraction. I like to go to failure on these as much as possible, maybe even like 1 rep in reserve, but generally 1 rep to failure. That's where I like to go with hamstring curl because I can hack it. I'm laying on a machine. I say that and then I get to the end of this clip and that was my last rep. Embarrassing. Look at my face. I'm in pain. Get out of my personal space, Bailey. I like to do a set on a lighter weight and then go up in weight and then go up in weight and then go to failure and then do a drop set. I just like to smash my hamstrings out basically because it's the only hamstring exercise I do. If you have made it this far in the video, then thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you want. This is a very realistic glute and hamstring voiceover, I think. I'm hoping I'm not just a pussy and everyone else actually is fine training because I really struggle. But if you do struggle as well, please comment below. Anyway, subscribe please because I want to make it to 1k subscribers. I didn't even know I'd make it to 1k and I've made it somehow nearly. So please help me get there. Thank you. Love you. Bye.